Awesome. Well, hey, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I know it's back to school for a lot of people. So welcome to Desiree's business launch call. We're so excited. So my name is Allison Fitzpatrick, and Des and I met through Instagram, right? How long ago? A year and a half, something like that ago. It's been a while. We met and we have just been following each other for a long time. She became a Juice Plus client of mine. We've kind of worked together in all different aspects now. And now I'm super excited to be able to work with her in this business as well. So I have been with a company called Juice Plus, which we're going to talk about tonight now for 5 years, just past my 5-year anniversary in July. And I have just become so super passionate about what the Juice Plus products itself has done for my family's overall health, and what this business has done in a way of just creating more time freedom and more financial freedom and a community that I didn't even know I was missing. I love that I have been able to build a business that offers me flexibility. It provides my family with additional income, all the while being able to do something that I love and that I'm passionate about, which is helping people. You have been invited tonight because Desiree loves you and respects you and just wants you to know really what we're up to. So this will be super relaxed and fun. You won't have to buy anything tonight. You won't have to pull out your credit card. You don't have to sign up for anything tonight. We're just here to share some great stories, for some great information, and to just share all of what we have to offer with you. So we hope you enjoy listening, and perhaps you'll think of someone in your life that may need to hear this message, or maybe it'll resonate with you as well. So we always like to kick off the call with a question, and that question would be, would you agree that being healthy today can be a challenge? I think everyone can probably agree that being healthy today can be a challenge. We all want to look good. We all want to feel good. We all want to live a long, happy, healthy life. And we know it's our job to try to make it happen, but we also know that it can be complicated, it can be unpleasant, and it can be confusing because there's just so much information out there that we never really know what to pay attention to and what to do. So that's kind of where we come in. We are part of a mission called the Healthy Living Revolution, and Becky and Desiree and I, along with thousands of others, are part of a really unique community where together we're kind of just taking our health back, and inspiring others to do the same in ways that are simple, ways that are doable and fun, because we always need to have a little fun in life too, right? So the goal of the Healthy Living Revolution is to come alongside individuals and families who want better health. We meet them where they're at, and we just empower positive changes along the way. So I'm going to take you through 3 doorways that we use to inspire healthy living around the world. And that is our free resources, our nutritional support, and then the organization that really makes all of this happen. So first, our free resources. So our Healthy Living Revolution team has created a selection of really fantastic resources for individuals and families to use. We have cookbooks of clean and easy recipes. We have short webinars on trending health topics. We have a home fitness series. We have our Start Strong program, which is designed to raise up a generation of really active and healthy children with positive body images and just really good nutritional habits. You'll definitely want to take a look at these so we can make sure Des sends along the Healthy Living Revolution website where you can find all of this really great information. So the second way that we are committed to helping others is through nutrition, which is really the foundation of good health. So we know that the most important thing that we can do is flood our bodies every single day with fruits, vegetables, and berries, like more plants. We always hear everybody saying, like, eat more plants. And plants are not just good for us, but they are actually absolutely critical when it comes to good health and our bodies thriving. So we're supposed to be getting this wide variety of 9 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables every day, but there's actually very few people who do that. So I always have people make a fist, because this is a good way to think about it. If you make a fist, this is your serving size of fruits and vegetables. So think about this past week so far. How many days did you have like 13 fistfuls of fruits and vegetables? Like, it's hard to do that. Even the healthiest eaters, I feel like I eat really healthy and I have a really hard time doing that. So that's why we have been so thankful to offer nutritional support with something called Juice Plus. And I'm going to pass it on over to Becky next, and she's going to take us through the details of the Juice Plus products.
Hi guys, I'm Becky. Yes. Am I good? I feel like
You went out a little bit, but you're good now.
Okay, good. Awesome. Well, all right. So Allison said, Juice Plus is a company whose mission is to inspire healthy living around the world. And we do that with the help of our plant-based products that are simple, they're convenient, and they're safe for everyone. So I'm going to share briefly what these products are, including our plant powder capsules, our chewables, and our whole food plant-based shakes, as well as the Tower Garden. So here we go. This is Juice Plus. This is over 30 different raw vine ripened whole foods. This is non-GMO and NSF certified to be pure. I love to call this salad in a capsule. And if you look here, you can see, sorry, my lighting's so bad. See all the different fruits that are in here. You can see all the different veggies that are in here. It's all labeled right on here, and all the different berries. So it's important to understand the process that the plants go through to be encapsulated or to be put in the chewable that we have. Our fruits, veggies, and berries are completely vine ripened, which means they remain attached to the plant until the nutrition is fully developed. The fruits and veggies are then ground up, which is better than simply juicing because we use the entire whole fruit and vegetable, including.
Did she freeze for you guys? Uh-oh. You froze. You froze for us. You're back.
Where did I freeze?
Using the whole fruits and vegetables, including this, all of that.
Oh, including all the peels. So did you hear the part we like grind up everything, like all the peels, all the leaves, all the seeds, because a lot of times that provides more of the nutrition. And then just a little fun fact, in an orange, up to 80% of the vitamin C is actually found in the peel. So I don't know about you guys, but I am not eating orange peels very often. Can you hear me?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, good. So after all of that, it's then dried, slowly dried at low temperatures, which preserves all those live nutrients. And then they put that plant powder into the capsules, or they also put it into the gummy form. So just a few things that I love about Juice Plus. It's scientifically proven. Juice Plus is the most researched nutritional product in the world, with 38 published studies in peer-reviewed medical journals. And I think they have 4 or 5 more on the way. And if you look at this, it's food. It's not a vitamin. So it gets a nutrition label, not a vitamin or a supplement label. It's the same label you would see, on a bag of frozen broccoli in the grocery store. And I think one of my favorite things is that there's no warning label. This is safe for people of all ages, mothers, children, elderly, and even professional athletes. So along with the Juice Plus fruit, veggie, and berry capsules, we also have a few other products that I think are really exciting. Real quick, this is our Juice Plus Omega blend. This is made from 6 different plant sources, which makes it both sustainable and safe. They contain the full spectrum of naturally occurring 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9 omega oils. And these are encapsulated using a brand new low temperature technology. So none of those delicate oils in the capsules are damaged. And one of the best parts is there's no more fishy burps. Next, we have our Complete. This is chocolate and vanilla Complete. This is vegan, gluten-free, whole food protein, fiber, amino acids, fruits and veggies in a shake. So these are great as a quick breakfast. They're great for a post-workout recovery or a healthy snack. And these also contain an additional 15 plants. The last thing I want to show you real quick, and I have to do it with this brochure because mine's outside, but this is our Tower Garden. So this is an aeroponic growing system where you've got a pump in here and you set it on a timer, and so it just waters itself. So I like to say you can set it and forget it. You can grow up to 20 different plants, and you can harvest it, 3, 4, 5 times. I really only plant my Tower Garden 2 to 3 times a year. You never have to worry about anything being recalled, and everything has a lot more, it's a lot more nutrient dense because we have a mineral solution that we put into the water. A lot of soils these days are depleted of all those essential vitamins and minerals. So we have that nutrient solution. So your plants are getting all those nutrients. And then when you harvest and eat them, you're getting them as well. So that's our entire line. I want to switch this over to you, Desiree. I know you said yes a while ago. Can you just share with us, what you've noticed, kind of why you said yes and what you're excited about with the products?
Yeah. Can you hear me? I think I unmuted myself. Okay.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I think honestly, my story probably starts like 10 years ago. So like 10 years ago, I was just like surviving, working, didn't have a clue about like my health, was not physically active. And so really my journey kind of started honestly based on my weight. Like I was overweight, I was completely inactive. And, between 10 years ago and now, I've kind of tried everything under the sun, kind of done all the diets, all the things, took up running. And I guess really kind of where I've landed is back to like everything has circled back to real food, like just eat real food. That's the answer, right? Like that's where I thrive. Yeah. And especially over the last, I'd say probably 2 years. I ran my first marathon almost 5 years ago. And I had a friend talk to me about inflammation. Like, oh, well, what are you doing to prepare for your marathon? Like what anti-inflammatory foods are you eating? You should really ramp up on this. And I kind of went, oh my gosh, like all these little takeaways from over the years of like gluten-free, dairy-free, like, again, just eat real food. Like, so my thing for probably at least a year and a half has been anything I can do to fight inflammation in my body. And I, like Allison said, I came across her, I think just on Instagram, like, I think it was like a gym photo or something that I was like, oh, like, what's this about? And it just was like, kind of, again, like this full circle moment of like, oh yeah, this is the answer, right? It's like, it's that simple. Just eat real food. Fuel your body efficiently, fuel your workouts. And so I felt like it was just kind of the last step. It was like the last thing I needed in my journey. It was like, of course I'm going to do this. I love this. I love the idea of this product. I mean, what's there to lose? There's only benefit in taking eating this additional nutrition every day. So I've been doing that a little over a year now. And I will say that I feel like I'm able to fuel my runs. I'm able to properly fuel my body. I think I have noticed especially doing like, I do a complete shake every day. I'm eating so many more greens. I don't have those like big blood sugar swings anymore. I don't get hangry. I feel like I have finally kind of just balanced my diet. I don't really crave anything. I used to take like 2 different allergy meds. I haven't taken allergy meds in a year. I mean, and that was one of those things, like, I think we had talked, Becky, before. It was like, what have you noticed? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, but I started thinking about it. And that's probably one of my biggest things. I haven't taken any allergy meds. And that's huge. Like, I don't want to take medication for anything. My digestion is hugely improved. Yeah, I just love everything about this product. I just think it's so great. I think everybody can benefit from it. I think the company is just amazing. The mission, of inspiring other people to be healthier. And if I could be a part of that and put this out there and kind of give my little tidbits of knowledge that I do have, that I've collected over the years, like, I'm all about that. Absolutely.
I love it. I love it. And I love your story. And you and I have so many similarities because, I had inflammation in my body, had chronic neck pain from inflammation, which I healed with food well before G+. And so when I learned about Juice Plus through Becky, to me as well, it was like, wait a minute, this is like the missing piece. Like I need more plants because I was still tired. I was still getting sick and I still wasn't feeling great. Like the inflammation was gone and the pain was gone, but I knew something else was missing. And so even though I was eating really clean, quote unquote, what I thought was clean at the time, I wasn't getting, as enough plants into my body. And so, it's kind of the same thing. And we kind of go on and we think feeling a certain way is normal until we feel better. And then we're like, oh my God, I didn't realize how amazing my body could feel. So I love that you've been able to get off of your allergy meds. That is absolutely incredible. And just, reducing inflammation, because our bodies do go through, especially when you're a marathon runner, you work out, like, Becky and I CrossFit, like we do all this stuff to our bodies, and Juice Plus helps to reduce oxidative stress in our bodies. And, oxidative stress can come from life stress, food stress, environment stress, working out, like doing all these things. And so, it's kind of like that aging and disease process. And when we add antioxidants, tons of antioxidants, so all of these plants, this rainbow of plants to our body, kind of that compound effect over time, and the synergy of everything working together helps to reduce that oxidative stress, right? And reduce disease and aging and all of that. So, and we have a lot of science that, backed behind the product that tells us that, along with, immune support and all of that. So I'm super, super grateful. You've been like amazingly consistent. You've been great. And so I've loved that you've been on it for so long. You've done our Shred 10 program as well.
I'm starting again Monday.
Yeah, I'm doing
Tuesday,
doing it again on Tuesday. I can't wait. And, the Complete as well. And you talked about like that blood sugar, it's our Complete is low glycemic. So it helps to actually regulate your blood sugar throughout the day. So that's really great too. I as well, I use it as my post-workout recovery shake, and I have one every single day as well. So that's awesome. So thank you for sharing all of that. So now that you've heard about our amazing products, we wanted to quickly talk about the Juice Plus business and our community. So the main mission of the Juice Plus company is to bring freedom through improved health. It's important to know that about 80% of the Juice Plus products are used by very happy customers who have no affiliation with the company at all. And serving those customers are those of us like Becky and Desiree and I who have partnered with Juice Plus as a business opportunity. So we're paid to do a lot of good, right? We're paid to help people be healthier and happier. So as you listen to information about our business and hear, Desiree's story as well, you may think of someone in your life who may need to hear what's possible, or maybe it'll resonate with you as well. So we're going to address two common questions about the Juice Plus company. First is, how does it work? The business is open to anyone 18 years or older. It's called a virtual franchise, and it only costs $52 a year to own your own franchise. As partners of the company, we have an online virtual office, we have a personal website, and we can literally run our business from absolutely anywhere, any device. So we all have one of these, and I literally have it with me, and I do my business from the grocery line. I do it when I used to drive my kids to school. It was car line for kids. I do it sitting out by my pool or at the beach. Like it literally, you can do your business from absolutely anywhere. We earn residual income by simply sharing Juice Plus by word of mouth and by sharing our stories like we are tonight. And the company pays us directly. Juice Plus manufactures the product, they deliver, they bill, they collect from the customers. We don't do any of that. We don't keep any inventory in our homes. The only inventory that we keep is the Juice Plus that's going into our mouths every single day. So that's a great thing as well. And what I absolutely love about the company is that all commission levels are permanent. So there's no quotas, no minimums that you have to meet, and you can really go at your own pace. And we as a team meet everybody where they're at. And then lastly, there's no glass ceiling on income or territorial restrictions. So the Juice Plus company is in over 20 countries and expanding as we speak. And so you can literally have customers and team all over the world. So you can build this global business if you want to. So what's so great about the Juice Plus company, besides our products, which you know we love, the company has been around for 50 years by our president and founder, Jay Martin, who is still at the helm today. We are a privately held multi-billion-dollar company. And when you reach the top level of our company, which is called National Marketing Director, there's actually a full family benefits package. So that's medical, dental, disability, long-term care, chiropractic, prescriptions, college assistant, holiday bonus, like you name it. It's all there. And so the business can really be used to produce short-term income, short-term cash, or like as a long-term wealth building and retirement strategy. So really wherever anybody falls in, they can do either one. So not only does the Juice Plus company inspire healthy living around the world, but they're also known as a company with a heart, which I absolutely love. They have impacted over 1 million families so far with free Juice Plus through our Healthy Starts for Families program. So with that program, for every adult order, you can actually sponsor a child to take Juice Plus for free. Your own child or a child that you know. So like my husband and I are both on Juice Plus. We each sponsored one of our kids. And so our kids were on Juice Plus for free for 4 years, which is incredible. They are the title sponsor of the St. Jude Memphis Marathon. And they're also highly involved with the Boys and Girls Club and Volunteers of America, and have gotten tower gardens in many of the clubs around the US, which is amazing. So if anyone wants more information on how Juice Plus is making a difference in these places, we're happy to send you that information. And I know, Des, like you touched on this a little bit, but I would love to hear just your business story, why you said yes to the business, what you're excited about, and kind of all that fun stuff.
Yeah. Just real quick. Hi, Lucy. I see those little faces. Hi.
Hi, ladies. So cute.
Yeah. So I guess again, it just kind of comes back to like, I mean, why not? Like, you know, we talk about, you know, sharing your why, but like for me, it's just simple. Like, why not? I mean, I love everything about this company. I love everything about the mission. I just think if I could even just inspire one person, one family to you know, to get healthier, to kind of adopt this. I've said this a lot, that it kind of scares me that we live in a society where being so unhealthy is so socially acceptable and normal, that to be someone who eats a certain way, maybe gluten-free, dairy-free, like we're considered weird, or like, I would love to just be able to kind of, again, share my knowledge, put out little tidbits, see what I can do to inspire other people to be healthier. Part of it too for me is, you know, over the last year, especially feeling kind of secluded from people. It's been such a delight to, you know, even get on these Zoom calls with you ladies and, you know, see faces and be social. And so the community aspect is huge. I don't really know yet, like long term, what this means for me, but I just, when I learned that I could share these amazing products with people, I was just like, yep, sign me up. Like, yeah, I just want to put
I love it. I love it. And you're right. It's like, why not? Right. Especially, I think everybody that comes into this business, like everyone comes into this business for different reasons, and, you know, in different, you know, they have different backgrounds, you know, and whatnot. But I think everybody that comes into this business has one thing in common, and that's just they have this passion for helping other people. And I think a lot of what we're seeing of people coming into the business these days, like lately, is people wanting to be part of the change of just building a healthier world, right? And so people being healthier, living healthier, focusing more on like food and, you know, prevention, I think is like a big, you know, thing that we are all, you know, on a mission for in this business, is just how do we prevent things from happening? And so I love that you have said yes and you have joined us. And it's like, who knows, right? Who knows where the business is going to take you? Like the possibilities are absolutely endless at this point. And I just saw, Becky, I just saw your comment. I do it from the chairlift when I ski. I love that. Yeah, we can literally do our business from absolutely anywhere. And so, so fun. So I appreciate you sharing your business story as well. And I'm super excited that you have joined our team. You know, you mentioned the community. That's one thing I didn't know I was missing. I know I said that in the beginning, but our community is absolutely incredible. Everybody is here to support each other, lift each other up, meet everybody where they're at. Because again, everybody comes into this business for a different reason. Some people are going to do it part-time. Some are going to do it full-time. Some are going to do it as a hobby. Some people are going to work on it all day. And so we literally meet everybody where they're at. And like everybody's a blessing on this team, whether they do a little bit or a lot. So, our community is wonderful. So before we wrap it up, I just wanted to thank you all for coming here tonight. I know that everyone's lives are busy. It's a busy time of year. So, and I know Des really appreciates it as well. So we're just excited to network with different people. So those are the people that are ready to take the next step in their health, like whether it's to check out our free resources or to make life easier by adding Juice Plus. Like it only costs a few dollars a day. Kids get it for free, like I mentioned, and it really is the simplest and most convenient and affordable way to just get massive amounts of good nutrition into our bodies and our busy bodies every single day. We're also looking to network with anyone who is wanting to earn a stable, or residual income in order to expand their options while making a difference in people's lives. I love that my paycheck is a direct reflection of how many people I'm helping get healthier. And as I said before, this business is really for absolutely anyone. So whether you're a stay-at-home mom or you're in a profession that you absolutely love, but you're looking for an additional source of income or looking to do something else and something fun. It's great for college kids who are wanting to earn like some extra income as a side gig to help pay for college. Or maybe you're in a job you don't love, and you've just lost passion for what you're doing and you're looking to do something and to make a difference. This could be something for you as well. So it really is absolutely for anyone. So we just ask everybody to ask themselves, like, who do you know who may need this in their life? Like, what if Juice Plus could help them in their health journey? Like, what if Juice Plus could help you in your health journey? And if you think of someone, we just ask you to send them over to Desiree and she can help guide them in the right direction. So that's it. So congratulations, Des. Like, we're so excited that you've joined our business. We appreciate you hopping on. Do you have any final thoughts before we hop off?
Just thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. I know how late it is for you.
It's okay. It's okay.
I really appreciate it. I'm so grateful for you guys. I truly do feel so supported, and I just really appreciate you.
Well, we're super excited you're here. It's going to be great. So I'm going to stop the recording.